And you are on Live Life Whimsically. Um, it's really funny how things actually change just a little bit and kind of coincide with each other, I guess. Um, I've had a rough week. I've been working my ass off. I have more business than I've had in a really long time, and it's all happening at the same time, which is a real blessing. But I also have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I'm trying really hard to decide what I want to do, about. And some of this is my personal life with my spouse. And I am trying to decide if what I'm going to do is actually go through with a divorce that he and I have been talking about for a while. And then if I do go through the divorce, what will happen? Because in real estate, you don't have a consistent stream of income. It's kind of just like my channel at a whim. The last time before I had a whole bunch of work was in January, and I have basically been living off of my money since then. And it was really starting to get a little low. I was getting a little frightened of what I had left. But the next few months seems like that's going to pick up. But then after that, I don't know what's going to happen. And my kids would like to see me just go ahead and get the divorce going and move on with myself. But when you don't know how you're going to survive, it's not an easy thing. And so today, as always, I pulled a card, and I got the Hermit Card. And I had left last night after a heated argument with my spouse, and went to go stay with Bellora, my co-channel person here. I took my cat and I left. And today, so now this afternoon, well, since about 11 o'clock this morning, I've had the whole house to myself. It's just been me and the animals. I made dinner like I was Bellora's wife, and cleaned the house a little bit. And when I talk about this card, the Hermit Card, and later I'll put a picture of it up as the thumbnail for this, and then I'll stick one in the description box as well. It kind of goes with what's happening with me in here today. It's sort of just taking a sabbatical back. So not so much from the world outside, but from your own self, and kind of going deep inside of yourself and connecting spiritually with whatever it is that you believe in spiritually, even if all you believe in spiritually is this one life and where we are. And so today, that's kind of what I was doing, and relying on my own intuition. I had some really good luck with something in one of my deals that I've got going right now. And I probably should do a live on that too from my real estate page. And I might just do that, but I'll post that out here in YouTube as well. I'm going to read to you what it says, because it's really quite awesome. And the card is beautiful. And the Light Seers deck is amazing. And I don't know if you can, I don't even think you can get a Light Seers deck anymore. But the Hermit Card is what we call a major arcana card. And it's usually always on a mountain. If you've ever seen that Led Zeppelin album, Zoso, I think Zoso, it might be a different one. But anyway, there's one with the hermit. He's holding the lantern and he's looking down on the mountain, from the mountain. That's the Hermit Card. And it's really quite a beautiful, I've always liked it. And no matter what deck I see it in, I kind of like the Hermit Card. And this one is it says inner reflection, meditation, contemplation, soul searching, inner wisdom, spiritual mentor, finding your guide within, taking the time from the chaos of a busy life, hermiting. It is time to make space for your sacred aloneness and self-care. If you're feeling disconnected from your spiritual north, this time of solitary withdrawal will help you to connect with your own compass. See, when I'm at home, my spouse sleeps all day because of addiction and is up all night. And then my children live in an apartment that's attached to the house, but they don't really come to where I'm at. But it still doesn't matter. because I'm in the house with all of those people. And to be able to have that solitary withdrawal to connect to your own inner compass, you sort of do need a moment of solitude, even if it's just a few moments. And probably that's why meditation is such an important tool for people. Everybody should probably meditate, and I'm the worst. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, I'm a spiritual guru and I meditate daily, because I don't. I go in waves of it, but I'm telling you that I think that it's really probably a very good thing to do to make sure that your spiritual compass is set to north and you know in which direction you're going. Soul purpose, spirit, and it's soul, SOUL. Spiritual awakening and deep inner wisdom spring from this energy. Sometimes we run the risk of being so introspective that we lose our connections to others, or worse, we can dive so deeply into our own stories of struggle that we inadequately begin to believe that our wounds will be a part of our forever identity. I think that's really important to understand, and I think that is something that happens to people that have lived through a whole bunch of trauma in their lives. I think that becomes a part of your identity. And I think that that especially for me, that trying to let go of those wounds after so many years is almost like losing a part of yourself. And though it's painful and raw, and you bump it against life over and over again, those raw parts, and it hurts, you continue to hold on to it because that's what you know. Both of my parents were addicts. And so I married an addict. And the first time I got married, I married somebody who was almost a combination of both of my parents in the way that they tried to control me. He was very controlling. So those are the things that you associate with love, even though they're not really love, because that's what you grew up with. And if your parents are supposed to love you, then all those things that happened to you were shows of love or displays of affection. And so you kind of expect that, and you just continue to live in that brokenness. And I think that you need to take some time to be introspective of what is it worth to you, and what do you need to do to fix that for yourself. In the deepest trenches of our self-discovery, we must remember that our continual search for our own healing and inner truth does not mean that we are not already whole and healed. Emerge from your inner retreat with beautiful insights from spirit, and allow yourself to navigate the path with your brightly illuminated heart. Inner sage, inner mentor, inner guide, show me my brightest light so that I may see with all of my heart. It's really hard to make decisions about where you should go and what you should do. Everybody feels like they've got forever, and we don't. And this is my life, and I have to live my life, and I have to live my life that makes me feel fulfilled and happy. I just don't know how to do that without stability and security, and I don't have that at home right now, and I don't know that I'll ever have it at home with him. I think he's too far gone. I think that he's never going to quit drinking and taking drugs, and he won't even go back to his primary care doctor to get himself any help because he's got systematic organ failure, and he just doesn't care. And it really makes me sad because I'm 10 years older than he is, and I can dance circles around this person. So though the week has been hard, I like the singularities that I find when I pull cards or read in my pagan devotional in the morning. I love those singularities where it coincides with what I'm going through in my life. And so if you're going through something that's tough, just know that even though I'm just this person on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you're finding me right now, my heart does go out to people that go through these kinds of struggles. I think that those of us who've been hurt and been through really horrendous trauma, if we don't flip and try to hurt other people, if our whole goal is trying to help people that are going through what we go through, and to have that understanding and compassion, to be woke, it makes us better people in the long run. It makes us more compassionate. So know I love you, know I care about you, and know that you can do this today. And I'm here for you anytime you need me. You can hit me up on Facebook. I'm out on the Twitters. I appreciate you guys. And if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing this video, maybe subscribing to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Have a nice day.